We have one more guest on our show this morning, and she is none other than Leah Marshall. Leah Marshall, come on up. She's new to the Fanshawe area as well. I think Leah said she was here maybe just for 2 years, I guess. So she's practically a student like you guys. Hello, Leah. Welcome.
Hi,
I didn't get to give you a hug, but I want to, so don't get jealous, Jared. Okay, there we go. So Leah, tell us a little bit about you.
So I'm from London. I went to King's University College at Western
Nice.
and did my master's of social work. And then 2 years ago, Fanshawe created a new position on campus called the Sexual Violence Prevention Advisor. So I specifically support students that have experienced violence either before they came to Fanshawe or when they're here at the college.
Now that's an interesting topic to
Yeah.
discuss. So this will be our deeper part of the morning. So how is that for you as a young person and what you've learned in school and applying it now on the front line with students? Is there a real need for that to be having a position here on campus?
Yeah, totally. So before I came here, they were only tracking numbers of students that were reporting to security, and we know that not all students want to go to police or security. They may want other supports like counseling or medical interventions. So I partner with students to let them know what all their options are in a confidential space. And then if you're new to London and you don't know what the services are, or I could tell you the service, but you might not know how to get there, I actually go with students to appointments, just basically help you navigate the system and advocate for you to make sure that your rights are respected if you've experienced violence.
And I can just tell from your presence, you've got a real, safe place presence already. They're presenting in your voice. You look very approachable and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Might we as students, might we be a bit shocked by the amount of behaviors that can happen if we were to know stats and stuff like that? Could it be shocking for people? Because you hear about it in the news all the time, right? And then there's those who don't speak. So is it shocking for you as a young person to know what can happen and what does go on?
Yeah, I think it's sad because I think we all have hopes and dreams when we come to college about what we want to do with our futures, and so it's really important that if students have experienced something that they have supports and options to help move forward with that if that's what they're hoping to do is to stay here. And so I think it's important for you guys to know too that I work really closely with Chris. I'm happy to come out of my office and meet students other places on campus because I know it's not always easy to kind of come up to the counseling center as Candace has mentioned. So it's just about kind of breaking down some of those barriers and taking support to you where you need it.
And this must be really a compliment to you as a person, the fact that you're just fresh out of the system from school yourself, and now you get to try these new skills. So how is that for you to be working in your field so quickly?
It's awesome. I love working with students.
Do you have days where you're like, oh my gosh?
Oh yeah, I have lots of days like that. Not only do
but you don't show it, right? You look like you're in control.
I don't know,
most of
don't
the
ask
time.
these two.
Okay.
But yeah, so I also do like educational programming and fun stuff on campus because it's not just about the support piece, but it's also about us trying to just create a more inclusive and safer campus for everyone. So we partner with different areas of the college to do events like in this space. And that piece is really important because I'm only one person. I'm not going to change the culture, right? It's got to be all of us that make it a better, safer space.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it's really good to know that there's someone like you on campus for people who maybe don't know what to do. There's a lot of weird things happening in the world now with the internet. So let's talk about the internet and all these things that young people do. And I can't even keep up with them all, but my summer staff are teaching me a lot of things, and some that I might have to come and sign up for a lesson and maybe some coaching on. But what do you think about the internet and the influence it's having on young people with school and success and life?
Yeah, totally. I think that sometimes
do we
only
swipe to like and put the whatever? I can't understand it all, but
there's a lot of pressure, I think, with the internet, and I think that sometimes we only think of sexual violence as a physical thing, but a lot of students experience a lot of sexual violence online, and so it's important for you to know no matter what kind of violence it is, we will support you through that process. It doesn't have to be a physical act.
Cool. Okay. So now, personally, let's get to the personal side. You're a human being at the end of the day with a great big heart, and what's one of your interests you do so that they know you're a real person? What's some of your favorite things you like to do?
I love to be outside. I love summer. I absolutely despise winter, so I'm not looking forward to the snow. So I just like to spend a lot of time outside, and obviously sometimes this work is heavy, so it's important to have fun and do fun stuff.
And what do you do to help yourself digress from all this stressful work?
I'm a Netflix binger. I'm going to have to admit
well,
that.
I can tell you a story that I didn't know until this past year. I have Netflix, and I didn't know what Netflix and chill meant.
Oh, I know.
So I would be telling
It
people,
might mean
I'm
something
going
very
to chill
different to you.
tonight with my Netflix, and they're like, don't say that. what? I was like, why? What's happening? I do watch Netflix and I'm chilling with popcorn and chips and stuff. So you're not a Netflix and chill person, I hope, right?
No,
There's a double meaning goes on in
right,
this world here.
I just nest and
Us
watch
old
Netflix
people
myself. Yeah.
forget sometimes, eh, Candace? We forget that. So do you know Netflix and chill, Candace? You don't want to know. Yes, hang on to your hat. Exactly, Candace. There's a lot that we could learn. Yeah, so don't go if anybody invites you to go for an own Netflix and come chill. Yeah, so there's so many things to keep up with, though, eh?
Yeah, totally. And I think there's times where I learn so much from students, right? Like I don't always know
I have
what
learned
everything
from my
is, right?
students.
Yeah.
There's one of them there, one of them there, one of them there, one of them there, and some of the things I didn't want to learn, but I have learned them now, and they're like scar tissue
don't
on
go
my
away,
brain.
no.
Post-traumatic stress disorder from summer students. So, do you go running? Do you knit? What else do you do?
I love to say that I exercise, but I have trouble with that.
All right. So do I.
Yeah,
as you
but
can tell,
just
yeah.
being outside.
Married? What's your Facebook status say?
So I'm in a relationship, but
Okay.
no, not married.
Good
no
one?
pets right
Good,
now.
Good relationship?
Good relationship. Yeah,
Because I
healthy.
think that's another area that students need to learn
Yeah.
about healthy relationships, right? I know people who think that they're in a healthy relationship until they see a healthy relationship, then they think, oh, I'm not in a healthy relationship, right?
Yeah, and I get lots of questions about that with students too, because sometimes students come and say, you know, the person I'm dating is treating me this way, and sometimes we don't see that always as violence either.
Yeah.
And so we have
We
lots
had a
of,
young lady who's a guest here, Marissa, I just want to reference. We're really thankful. Marissa spoke yesterday about being in an unhealthy relationship and what she needed to do, and she's studying police foundations here. So it was really nice for us to have these opportunities to talk real, so they know real stories, real people, and then there's all this help available, correct?
Yeah, and I think that's the most important part is being real, right? Like
Yeah.
students know if you're not real.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
so that's a big part of working with students is being who you are and making sure they know that the supports are on their terms.
Yeah, for sure.